now this is a really big idea, okay? And this is the very first time when you're going to start hearing the word and. Okay, so listen to it if I said it this way. What is the probability that somebody who was in the survey was a girl and wanted to dance? Okay, a girl and wanted to dance. Okay, that'd be 43%. Okay, so whenever you hear the word and, that means they're satisfying both at one time. Okay, what is the probability that the person polled was a boy and wanted to play soccer? Well, a boy and wanted to play soccer, 38%. And remember that you could tell even by the question that we're saying, okay, out of the whole, what is the probability of everybody polled? What is the probability that everybody in the survey, that's your whole, what's the probability that everybody in the survey was a boy who wanted to dance, or a boy who wanted to dance? Well, that would have been 6%. Okay, so that's how we do the relative frequency by total. Okay, and that's also where anytime you're looking for a question that has and, this would be the chart that you would use. Okay, I've got one more thing I want to show you, and it's actually the most difficult of all of them and can be the most confusing, and we'll talk about that. It's when we use the word or. All right, so I think we've covered everything that's going to be on your homework. Now, obviously, if we were in class, we would have done some of this a little bit harder questions and in greater detail, but you're getting the big idea, and when you get off to Mr. Gimmel's statistics class, which I highly encourage everybody to take, he'll do more stuff with this. But this is the last and probably the hardest question that we have, and that is when we're asking about the word or. So in this case, the question is, what is the probability of somebody chosen that they are a girl or they like soccer? Okay, so also when I'm asking this one, you could tell that I've gone back to the raw totals. There are no percentages here, okay, because the raw totals don't really help us very much. So we're going back to the raw totals, okay, and we're asking ourselves, okay, girls, what's the probability that somebody was a girl or they like soccer? Well, here's how you do that. So you go like this. You say, okay, well, here are all of our girls. That's the column that talks about girls or likes soccer. Here are all of the people that like soccer. Okay, so now notice what we have here. We say, oh, well, we have 60 girls plus there was 54 people that like soccer. So we'd say 60 plus 54, okay? Well, what's the problem with that? I mean, if we went 60 plus 54, that's like 114, right? Well, that's even over our total. Well, what happened? Well, what happened was right here where the two surveys crossed, we counted that number 14 twice, right? Because all the people who like soccer, there was 54. All the people who were girls, there was 60. But the problem is we counted the girls who like soccer twice. So here's what you have to do. Take the total of girls, take the total of people who like soccer, add the total of girls, but where the column and the row intersect, we have to subtract that 14 out, okay? So I go 60 plus 54 minus 14, okay? And then that's going to equal, basically it's going to equal right at 100, isn't it? So that's 100, and then you divide it by your total, which is 106. Tanya, you got that for me? 100 divided by 106?
Mm-hmm. 94%.
Okay, so 94%, sorry, I'm kind of crowded down there, but 94% of the people either were a girl or like soccer. Can you see how that's a difference? But then the word and, if we were just saying, what is the percentage of girls that what percentage of people pulled that were girls and like soccer, then it'd be 14 divided by 106. But when we use the word or, all the girls plus everybody who likes soccer, but then you have to subtract out where the column and the row meet. Okay, we'll practice one more with that. Okay, so we're going to do one more of these. Hopefully by this time you'll understand what I'm doing. Okay, again, we're using the raw totals. Anytime you're answering a question about or, you're way better off using the raw totals. One thing I did forget to mention is I did create a worksheet that will remind you how to do it. You don't necessarily have to print it off if you don't want, but if you can't remember how to create these, I've got a worksheet here that will help you do that. Okay, probably don't need it, but I created it just in case. Okay, so now here we go. Boys or dance. All right, so how do we do that? We take the column of all the boys and we take the row of all the dance. All right, and I say, oh, well, I know that there's 46 boys total. There was 52 people that wanted to dance. Okay, but I have to subtract out the 6 in this case because that was the one that was counted twice. We counted the 6 boys who wanted to dance that way and we counted that way. So you got to subtract it out once. Okay, so 46 minus 6 is 40 plus 52 is what, 92? Okay, so we would say 92 divided by 106. Will you do that for me, Tony, please?
87%.
Okay, so 87% of everybody polled, that's the of everybody polled, was either a boy or somebody who wanted to dance. Okay? So that's how you find those or questions. All right, now you should be able to have enough information now that you can do that worksheet. If you're in the middle of the worksheet and you're stuck on something, give me a call. If you get the worksheet all done, take a picture of it, send it to me, and I'll probably have one more thing on this, one more assignment on this, and then we'll be moving on to one of our last major topics. I just wanted to say hello to everybody. I really do miss you guys. I'm really sad that I didn't get to spend the last half of the semester together. I feel like we're missing out on a lot of things, but we just have to live life the way whatever God puts in our road. And I wanted to say hi. I wanted to say I'm doing my best. And I can really tell that for the most part, you guys are doing your best as well. So stay encouraged, keep going, keep rolling. Hopefully you're making some contact with some of your friends as much as your parents are allowing you to or whatever. But stay in touch with others and just keep doing your best. If you need extra support, please feel free to call me or text or whatever, 406-651-9072. Okay, have a great day. Just keep on rolling. I'm proud of you. Peace.